Hey guys, this is CG Animator, and here we are with part 9 of the character creation tutorial. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. So before we want to make this tendon here that goes from the back to the front, but I think with the current setup we have now, we're not going to be able to do it like that, so let's just start over for the front part. You can't, never fall, oops. Never go get really attached to a model before it's done, because then you won't want to make changes even if it hurts your model. So, not that, we made a bunch of changes to this or anything. So let's see, up here, so we just want it from the back to go to the front of the collarbone. So the front of the collarbone is going to go right about there. So I guess we're going to have to tweak this a little bit. Right, and since we're just making a sculpt, let's go ahead and just worry about filling this in here. So just attach this here. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then, but we have all this here, so let's remove that right there. Let's go ahead and let's see, how does this go? I guess that can work. So what I did, I just connected these here so that the flow goes towards here. So we're just gonna have it come up and back. And because we're not gonna worry about animating this, we're not really gonna care much. And if worst comes to worst, we can just retopologize it later anyway. Actually, let me undo that, because we need 2 loops back there first, because the faces are way too long. Anyway, okay, so okay. And then we have a triangle there. How can we get rid of that triangle? Yeah, that can work. One, two. Move this down. Add 2 loops here. Add a loop there. Alright, cool. So now let's just smooth all of this out. The way we're going to do that, we're just going to, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't want to select this one because it's connected to that tendon we have there. Just press smooth and just turn up the smooth iterations. Okay, and let's go into sculpt mode. Let's press Control 1 to get in the back view here. Let's just bring this out a little bit. Let's press Shift and just smooth this. Bring this out some. Bring this up. One thing we should do, we should go ahead and add a loop here for the Adam's apple. And then we'll go ahead and bring this out since we have it. Cool, there we go. Now we're gonna give his face a major change, but right now while we don't have any reference, I just want to make sure that we get something recognizable. That's if you saw it, you're like, oh, okay, that's a character. But before we didn't even have that, but now we have that. One thing I thought would be cool to break up this middle pattern in his face, because right now it's really just it's just smooth. Something we could add is maybe give him a type of mustache. And what I mean by that is we could if you look on a koi fish, they have like small extrusions coming out of their faces. So I figured like we could give them like a mustache type of look with it. Okay, you give them like a type of look. So let's go ahead and we're gonna use this here and even it out as much as we can. Okay. Now let's go into face select mode. Keep in mind it's going to look kind of weird at first, so we'll go ahead and extrude out once to about there. Now we want it to kind of lay back on his face too, so it's going to top view. Let's even it out some. Let's scale it on the y-axis to make sure it's nice and even. Let's just go ahead and scale it out again. That's it to about there. Whoops. And then we'll scale in. Add a edge loop, rotate it, bring it forward, select this edge loop there, rotate it, bring it back some. It looks kind of weird right now, so let's just do what we've been doing this whole tutorial, is tweak, 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 tweak. It looks too stiff as of now, so let's press Alt S and that'll fatten it up some. And note, right now it looks very plain, I guess. But once we get into Photoshop, to ZBrush, it'll look cool because we can add all the detail. Alright, so what I want to do now is I want to select this middle loop here if it's going to let me. Turn off the widget. And then press Control plus, scale it down, bring it up. Let's go ahead and relax it down because we don't want it to seem like he actually has muscles. Like this portion would be like just really like kind of like a membrane, I guess. Maybe it's how he smells or something. Because like I read somewhere that snakes, they like smell with their tongues, so this could be kind of like that, I guess. Probably, yeah, make it even smaller than that because we just want it to be subtle effect. We don't want it to be like, we don't want it to look too weird, is what I'm getting at here. Get rid of this selection there. Anyway, let's go ahead and work on his ear a little bit, or whatever he has here. And we're just going to make this really simple for now. Just move it back, oops, on the x-axis some, scale it down, press E to extrude, bring it in, and scale this down a lot, and then move it in towards there. And we'll go ahead and make a loop there, and scale this in, and bring it over. And there we have his ear, kind of. But we can add all the detail we want within ZBrush. But for now, I'm not going to worry about detail. Okay, so here we are. We're doing pretty good, I'd say. Let's go to sculpt mode. On the next part, we will start on his legs, and then after his legs, we will work on his hands and feet. After his hands and feet, we will gather reference and start making him look kind of believable. And after we make him look kind of believable, we will search for reference for his clothing and his weapons. And then after that, we will pose him. And after posing, we're going to go into ZBrush and detail him up. And I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just compile a bunch of Photoshop, not Photoshop, why I keep saying Photoshop? ZBrush matte caps, export them to Photoshop, and use that and for what I'm going to do. Instead of doing an actual paint over, we'll just use that. And we'll make some matte caps. And we're going to poly paint as well. I don't know, right now I originally wanted them to be kind of green, but kind of like a dark blue with some cool features might be nice as well. I'm not really happy with this part up here, so I'm going to go ahead and fix that up a little bit. Alright guys, so that's it for this part, and I will see you in the next one. Alright guys, thanks.